Hi, I am Sophia, and in this episode of Unbaited, we will be talking about rage baiting in online articles. Today, joining us to shed light on the presence of rage baiting in online journalism, we have Miss Jackie Manabat, an award winning multimedia journalist, AI trader, social media innovator, and an advocate for media literacy. Hi, Miss Jackie.
Thanks for having me here, Sophia. I'm Miss Worsh.
Likewise. Sure. And to give us perspective from a social media user, we will be joined by a former ASL teacher and housewife. Please welcome Miss Marsh Sembrano. Hi, Miss Marsh. Welcome as well. All right. So I'm very happy you are joining us this afternoon. So first, Miss Marsh, I want to ask you, what are your reactions upon seeing these images?
I feel bad about these photos because some content creators using these provocative captions just to attract social media user like me. I feel bad also for the personalities that they use just to get engagement for their posts, especially the baby. I don't have any intention of clicking it yet, but since it's a baby and I know the parents, they're popular showbiz personalities, so I click and then just find out it's not true.
Now, Miss Jackie, based on Miss Marsh's reactions, did these articles use rage baiting?
Well, of course, obviously. I think they're masters of narratives when it comes to social media because they captured everything that are clickbaity is a cousin of rage baiting. So it's clickbait. So if you look at the screenshots, it's short. If you compare it with news headlines, it has this exclamation marks, question marks, capital letters, and you look at the photos, it's just one photo, but you will stop and take a second look.
Yeah.
What is happening in this photo? And it's short because, of course, the attention span of social media users are short. When it comes to communication, you tap into the emotions of the users.
Yes. Yeah.
And on social media, for you to be able to communicate is to be human. Now, to be human, if you look at the plot chick's wheel of emotions, at the extreme end of anger, it's rage. Rage. So when you tap into the rage, and with that galit, it goes back deeper to our primal need to self-preservation. Nagalit ka eh. Because you feel that if this happens to you, you don't want it to happen to others as well. Oo, so you would want to know what happened to them so I could preserve myself. Halimbawa, noong unang panahon, if they get your cave, ganit ka. Yeah, so you fight. So self-preservation again, it's a survival preservation. It's a survival mood for the people. Kaya tayo nagagalit. That is why we stop at this kind of content or stories because galit tayo. And you cannot easily blame the person na, ba't mo kasi tinignan?
Yeah.
Why did you stop? You cannot blame them at all. Para you can't do that. It's being human. That is why we teach with media literacy. When you see something provocative, rage baiting like this, you stop and think or something. So the critical thinking comes after the news people, journalists, media organizations are trained ethically. So if we call these news outlets, where's the ethics there? Diba? I mean, journalism is a function, not a profession. As long as you have ethics, as long as you're grounded with responsible content creation or writing your stories with ethics and responsibility, you could call yourself a news organization or a journalist. But if you post something like this is beyond news. This is, kumbaga, for me, it's unethical. This is what we call, in journalism, it's sensationalism. It's toying on the emotions of human instead of informing and educating them. But if you look at news, so kasi I'm a news personality, right? I'm a journalist. When we write headlines, we give you right away yung kailangan yung malaman. But we don't use exclamation marks. Do you see us do that? So I would really disagree if you call this news outlets. Ang tindi. Ang nalala. And then the photos are edited na may mga umiiyak na tao.
These two are really good people.
It is so alarming.